Recorded live in Studio 6B, wonderful Metro West, Massachusetts. It's the Wicked Pissah Show. I'm Byron. We got Bumpa over here.
Hey, what's up?
And Frankie.
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wicked Pissah Show. It's kind of a show where we sit and talk about current topics, trending,
Anything that comes to our mind.
fun stuff, and stuff that we can make fun of. And Frank's favorite topic, Drew Bledsoe, or the Patriots.
Drew Bledsoe. Holy moly. We're going back.
Hey, welcome to the first show of the Wicked Pissah Show. You can follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @WickedPissah.
We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. I don't have those URLs right now.
Facebook is facebook.com/Wicked Pissah Show.
Okay. So it's going to be about probably the same for the YouTube thing.
I got a question for you guys. I don't know about you, but is there just more traffic on Facebook? Every time I go on my Facebook, like, I just keep going down my page, and it's like more shit is there. I know people don't have anything to do in their lives, but, man, I mean, it takes me a long time. I swear, I spend an hour a day on Facebook, but it's like I still can't read everything.
But look what you're holding.
I know, I'm holding an iPhone.
The phone, right.
Yeah.
So, like everybody else, they're constantly on and off it. You know, like you constantly just go on and check it, put it down, maybe be on it for an hour straight, or just put it 2 minutes, put it down.
I can't keep up.
So
the more people you have on it, more.
It's got something like 200 million accounts or something, right? So
it's crazy.
Well, it's a new way of families communicating. It's new ways of friends communicating to each other. No bother with text messages. Send them an instant message through Facebook. Or your updates. I'm going to be at Joe's Bar and Grill. And they're hoping that people are going to start showing up there.
Oh, man. It's just...
Well, that's why all these businesses also utilize it, have their own pages. You know, you have Frank, who, thank God he doesn't use it as much.
Thank God.
I'm now eating a sandwich. I'm on the toilet.
Yeah, I'm not that bad.
Oh, look at this porn I just watched.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad he doesn't have Twitter.
I have Twitter.
Oh.
Well, thank God you don't
tweet.
Let me be Frank.
Yeah, let me be Frank is a good one to follow.
But he doesn't tweet every day.
Motivation or entertainment.
Or
I'm at _ capital L let capital M me capital B B Frank _ That's my handle name.
Yeah. But when you go to search it, you could put the handle in directly. You just search "Let Me Be Frank." It'll pop up.
Yep.
So, and he's also on Facebook, right?
Facebook
page. Yeah. So if you're always interested to follow our boy Frank, Mr. Rizzo over there, we call him Rizzo a lot. So when you hear us say Frank,
we're
talking about Rizzo. Yeah.
I can DJ. I do a little DJing on the side too. So if anyone needs any DJ
he
services,
does this for his own plug. Can you believe it?
Hey, I got to get my props out there.
Yeah, he needs the experience.
You know what? While you're sitting over there, your two-screen system. Why don't you find out who the hottest chick is, okay? And you're not going to tell me now. By the end of the show, we're going to end the show.
I already know. Brock's chick is hot.
Don't say anything yet. At the end of the show, you tell us.
I'll get the picture.
Okay?
Yep.
Bring the picture up, no problem. Save it for the end of the show.
All on it.
And we're going to close with one of the things we'll close with will be Rizzo's hot chick. Okay? Rizzo's hot chick of the show, of the week, whatever you want to call it. So,
give him something to do for a little bit.
Yeah. So, follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Both of those are growing quite a bit. Slow. We're just starting. Again, this is our first show.
200 people following us at this point.
Yeah.
That means 200 people.
Twitter got a couple hundred.
200 that might actually listen to what we say.
Yeah. Facebook, 120, 130, something like that. But there is plenty of stuff to check out on there. And you could also check us out, like I said, Twitter. We got a lot of people following us on Twitter. We got some a lot of verified people, some important CEOs. Jose Batista of the Toronto Blue Jays follows us, as well as a gentleman, Forrest Wall, a minor leaguer for the Colorado Rockies. That's pretty cool, and a lot of really cool pages follow us. Some of the sports talk and stuff like that. Some causes. Jumped right on, followed us, and actually a lot of likes and stuff and retweets of some of the stuff we've done.
So we may have hit the gold rush on this one here.
Yeah, that worked out really well, and so check us out on that. we try to put a lot of stuff on there frequently, not too much overbearing, but we do like to keep some of this stuff going. So, a few things to talk about. One thing I'd like to start off with is the Obama comment. What an idiot. In Paris, France, talking about made reference to the Planned Parenthood attack in Colorado. And let's just listen. I have it already ready. No, won't have any problems this time.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Families of those impacted. I mean, Nancy, I say this every time we've got one of these mass shootings. This just doesn't happen in other countries.
Are you fucking
With respect to
kidding
Planned
me?
Parenthood.
Are you fucking kidding me? That these don't happen.
In other countries.
And he's saying that in Paris at 2:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He is telling people in Paris that this stuff doesn't happen. The blood isn't dry yet, and he's telling people that it only happens in the U.S.
Well, he doesn't see this kind of action as being a terrorist attack. It is. It's homegrown terrorism. It's not.
Exactly. Well, even look at some of the Mideastern countries that we don't follow news-wise because that's just the way it is. But there are suicide bombers go to a marketplace every day. People are dying left and right, and he acts like this only happens here, and he's trying to chime in on the whole gun control thing that he's been taking guns away from people and whatnot. And it brings all to the question: the guns kill people or not? Do we need more gun control? And I don't think we need more gun control. I
have to agree with you. Well, I think we need stricter penalties for those who shouldn't have guns, who do have
exactly.
guns.
They're
leave us who are legal gun owners alone.
Exactly.
We're paying.
I agree with there being a system in place to make sure that those people that carry, like us, are supposed to carry, can carry.
But it always kind of struck me as odd. It's a federal law, right? The whole gun thing.
Well, a lot of it's part of federal, but then it's all each
federal.
state makes their own.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden, all these states are making all these rules.
Right, but the feds are trying to trump a lot of that by making their own thing. That's why they ban assault weapons and all that stuff.
I mean, their banning of things is done as a knee-jerk reaction to anything that happens.
Yeah, and Obama wanted to ban guns, anything over like 5 shots or something like that. Taking away from everything from
until
everybody.
Someone's shooting at him, and then he wants as many rounds as he can have to defend himself.
Oh, and, even the Pope made a comment about guns.
Mm-hmm.
A negative comment towards guns, and while he is protected by a heavily armed guard force, his guard force is one of the
best trained on the planet.
Yeah,
actually, the Swiss Guard.
But he's all against it. Well, if he's against it, then hey, why don't you tell you guys to lose the guns? Here's a nightstick. Have a good one. No, he'd be dead in a week. Just because of other religious radicals would take him out. But I think that comment from Obama just shows how much of, and I'm not a fan of his. He's a boob, absolute boob. He made a stupid comment. And I think that shows you the mentality he has. He's in Paris on this global warming summit, okay, and he said him and Bernie Sanders and the others are saying global warming is our biggest threat. Global warming is not our biggest threat. Somebody explained this to me one time recently. The best way to look at global warming, because people fear it as the ice caps are melting. The ice caps will melt and the whole world will be gone. Will be one big ocean.
Well, it's kind of odd because I was watching Waterworld earlier today, and it kind of gives you the whole feeling that there might be some credence to the whole thing. You think about it, how many millions of people are on the planet right now? And what are we doing with,
The explanation I had, and it makes total sense. Take a glass, anytime, a drinking glass, cup, whatever, fill it with ice cubes. Fill it all the way up with ice cubes, okay? Level it off, ice cubes. Fill it with water all the way to the top. Set that to the side. When all the ice melts, is that going to overflow? No, because the water is already displaced from the ice cubes.
But that's small. That's small kind of scale. I mean, we're talking on a planetary scale. We're not talking about the
Right.
planet. Global warming is a buzzword that's used.
We are the world. We are the children.
Thank
It has
you,
nothing
Frank.
to do with global warming.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
So
much.
I think he's starving. Here's some chips.
Yeah, eat
There you go.
some
That was the
chips.
signal.
We
We
don't,
gave him
don't have
chips.
nuts
We
for you
are
to fill
the
your mouth.
world.
We are the
Unbelievable.
All right.
So we
As
gave
far
him
as global
food.
warming goes,
Sorry about that, folks.
what the issue is,
That's our boy Rizzo over there.
and he's still looking for the hottest woman on the show.
we found it, but
Nope, just keep on looking.
all right, I'll keep looking.
Okay, thank you. As far as global warming goes, do we have
Billy? Holy moly!
do we have
Right.
do we have an issue with the carbon? I'm no
Carbon
scientist,
footprint and all
okay?
that. And
We are doing as far as like deforestation and all that. Yes, we are changing the climate. The human population is changing the climate. Now, is it the biggest problem we're facing? No, it's one of the biggest problems we're facing. The biggest problem we're facing at the moment is the fact that there are people out there who just want to set the world on fire for their own religious or personal beliefs. Now, we can't ignore the fact that, in China they've got, these factories that are running 24/7 and pumping chemistry into the atmosphere, and the atmosphere is getting denser and it's reflecting the sunlight, and it's going to cause a greenhouse effect. Yes, that will happen eventually. The planet's not supposed to support this many people.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, we have the lunatics under the religious fringe. I'm not a big fan of religion. Never been. Always thought it was one of the weirdest things on the planet. You have some sort of mystical being telling you, you shall do what I tell you to do. Now, I was sitting in church when I was a little kid going, man, if aliens came down and just looked at us, we all looked weird. Standing up, sitting down. I did the whole Catholic aerobicized thing. Stand down, sit, kneel, stand up. It was kind of weird.
Everybody's different on that. It's I was never been a big churchgoer myself. Do I believe in
Boy, were
God?
you lucky.
I believe in God, but you're taught that God listens to everyone, sees everyone, hears everyone's prayers, blah blah blah.
That's a job I wouldn't want to do.
But to me, all right. But to me, if God hears everyone, knows everyone, sees everyone, why do I have to go to church and only on that one day a week go to church
This is
and
what happens.
put money in the coffers?
Into your mind. This is what seeps into your mind while you're sitting there as a little kid in church going, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, but I mean, and as bad as I don't want to make it sound bad, but it's
It
also
is bad, though.
it's a business. It's also a business.
Pretty much, yes.
Because
It's a tax-free business.
yeah. Where do you think the Vatican, that's this gorgeous place, gets their funding from?
Again, tax-free business.
We are the world.
There's the cheese. I
We
forgot.
are
Sorry.
You forgot the cheese.
children.
Yeah, no, there
Give
we
me
go.
the cheese.
I forgot the cheese. I apologize, man.
We
What
are
happened
the
again?
ones.
You got to shut his microphone off. Oh, my God. Wow.
But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And religious, as people can tell, we're not. Frankie is more religious than us, all of us.
Oh,
the
Frankie
other two,
has
but,
an odd belief, though.
he's,
Frankie believes in psychics.
he's a typical Italian. They're very, very godly.
Superstitious.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a story about him being, I don't know, a hex put on him when he was a child by
Yeah, baby, Atlantic City.
someone who had
Whoa.
the letter,
Come on.
the letter H in their name, I believe.
Yeah. So there was
No H.
And
what
how-
was it?
and
R?
how
There
much
was
money?
something.
I don't know. What
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But there was a letter in a name, and then connected the dots. Blah blah blah.
$3,000 later.
Yeah. So, Byron and I, and Frankie, we all went down to Atlantic City a year or two
Last
ago.
year?
Couple years.
Anyway, our boy Rizzo here believes in the palm
cult.
reader, the psychics. So he goes in and gets a psychic reading, and short story of it is he had a hex put on him, a curse. He's cursed for
Found
life.
out that he had a hex
Yeah.
on him.
gave him a stone of some sort. Carry
in his
this.
pocket.
Come back to me. And then, go back to her, and she could
Do you
remove.
know how hard it was for me to keep from laughing when I heard her start speaking?
I almost paid it too.
I'm gonna post a picture of him just looking directly into her, and just you can actually hear him believing.
Yeah, I'll post that. I'm going to post that picture on our Facebook and Twitter page. People can see what we're talking about. But yeah, he goes back, and she's like, for I don't know, $1,200, $1,800, can remove that hex, that curse from him. He almost paid it because he couldn't believe he wasn't going to be able to live with himself having this curse on him. So he thought that if she could get rid of the curse, it was worth the money. Byron and I were ready to beat the crap out of him, and we gave him a rash of crap, and I'll say a rash of shit on it.
End.
Yeah. So, but thankfully he made the right choice and did not make that purchase, or in his sense, get rid of the curse.
Of that, do you still have that stone?
Well, I think I threw it away.
No, you gotta speak into the microphone here.
I think I threw it away.
You think you threw it away?
Yeah.
Now, what happens if that brings you great doom and gloom?
I stumped him quite a bit because I sent him some articles and stuff on it, how it explains how it works, and he's like, "Oh, I feel better now." So for whatever reason, he was stuck on it.
But he's still. I remember getting into a car many years ago. Getting into a car with you and him, and he started playing this recording of some psychic telling him some sort of wonderful story.
He gets his daily things, right? Yeah. Oh my God, he signed up for
daily readings.
This is where I want to be. I want to be making that kind of money.
Readings. Yep.
I mean, I'm going to tell someone, your life is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Just keep giving me $15 a day.
Yeah, send me X amount of dollars per month, and you get these so many readings. Because I don't know how a person who's not even talking to you can send you a message telling you exactly what's going to happen to you.
But they know because of your date of birth, the time you were born, and what star was setting with the... No.
We are the world.
Well, we have no more food, so you ate it all.
We are the children.
Now we're just going to have to mute him.
We're probably just going to have to shut his microphone off.
I think so.
'Cause I don't have a problem doing that.
We are the ones.
Okay. Kill the microphone.
So there you go.
There you go.
We tuned him out for a minute. He's just talking to himself. So
he'll be over there. Every once in a while you might hear a little bit in the background, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's him in the background of ours, It's ridiculous sometimes. But
you guys want to mess around, okay?
But anyway, moving on to another subject. Christmas time coming up, all the holiday shopping, so much fun.
All the fights going on in the malls.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was that bad this year though.
No, I did see a couple of fights. Now, what I'm seeing now is we got the 21st century and YouTube. We've got more people who are out there with cell phones who are willing to stand there and watch as people beat the crap out of each other.
Right.
Now, you and I saw this, people fighting over parking spaces.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing. That and Beanie Bump. You see, he and I, Bumpa and I worked Paul Blart back in the 90s, and we watched people fight over Beanie Babies and Tickle Me Elmo. Near riots broke out for these stupid toys. Now, some of the older listeners may remember the Cabbage Patch craze.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was the first one that really kind of caught
That was the biggest one.
People went absolutely ape for that.
Yeah.
And now, I don't
Ataris.
even know what they're going nuts over now.
Yeah.
Just getting into the mall and getting the biggest deal is the thing that they're fighting over.
Yeah.
And watching people fight over parking spaces just astounded me. And now, it seems as almost if no reason at all. These people are just breaking out into fights in a mall just to fight.
Yeah. I think people just get it sets a different tone for a lot of people. They're just frustrated. They already have a rage, and they go have a rage on Black Friday because they're sitting in the lines, they deal with traffic. Although I just think in the recent years it's gotten better because a lot of retailers know to hand out coupons or vouchers to the crowd waiting at the door the high demand items.
I mean, the people who are not getting the coupons or vouchers are really they feel slighted because they didn't win. We've fostered a culture of everybody wins. Not quite on Black Friday. The first 30 people win. The rest of you go.
I was out on Black Friday. My wife, we were out.
Yeah,
we
I saw
hit
that.
the stores after midnight, won't before 1.
I was warm in my bed.
How come it's not called White Friday?
Well, no, because you know why? You must, Mr. Businessman over there, you must know why it's called Black Friday.
No, I don't know.
Black Friday.
I wouldn't ask.
It is considered the time that helps put retailers back in the black. Retailers operating in the red. Gotcha.
So if they called it Red Friday,
then we don't broke. Good. Right. Black
So
Friday.
why do they call it Green Friday? Because green's kind of the thing of money.
Yeah, but
have
then
you ever worked? Have you ever
Doesn't make
worked
sense.
on Black Friday?
I have.
Let me tell you something. It's a dismal.
I've worked many Black Fridays. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Have you ever worked sales on Black Friday?
I've done it all. Done it
like
all.
that, you know. But yeah,
I've been around 41 years.
Oh, here we go.
And I've been through a lot.
I love it. How we go from eating chips to how he's well seasoned.
Yeah.
Veteran.
We are the world.
Well, that was great. I know. I would. My wife loves doing it. I'm not a big fan of it. But we do have,
it's an adventure,
we have 3-year-old
I guess,
twins.
for some people, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I was out. It was not that bad. Like the Best Buy was probably the worst. They had a huge line.
Usually
Walmart had a good sized line.
I heard the numbers were down this
pretty
year.
Quick. Yeah, I think it was down.
Numbers are down. You also have Amazon out there. You've got the Newegg. You've got all the other companies out there that are offering these massive discounts if you buy from them.
I argue with my wife over it. Like I don't want to go Black Friday. She thinks it's the greatest thing because to her it's tradition type thing. She's made it a tradition for herself. She's been doing it for years. With her mother and all that. So she'd made it a tradition.
Yeah, I had a friend who went out and did the whole Black Friday thing, and it's interesting to watch there now. Yes,
it wasn't someone I know, is it?
I couldn't sleep throughout most of the night, so I checked Facebook every once in a while, and I saw these people who were standing in these lines. And they were saying the crowd's growing bigger.
Yeah.
Frustrating. Lines are longer. And got to tell you the truth, I'm not buying for too many people. Okay, I'm not buying for anybody this year, but it's...
But if you did, I know you would shop online.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, and I agree with you on a lot of it, is that don't pay retail prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're crazy to pay retail prices. And a lot of people know it. A lot of people, the problem is now with retailers, a lot of them... They realize it or don't realize it. They're simply nothing more than a catalog store. To go in, check it out, and then go online and buy it.
Well,
it's just a showcase.
Well, I have a
showroom.
friend. I have a friend who owns a local business, and I'm big into supporting local businesses. And I do spend a little extra when it comes to certain items, i.e., pet food. I don't know if I can put in a plug for my friend here.
Yeah.
Whoa! Rewind. You what?
Don't worry. Hey.
You eat pet food?
We'll line your pockets on this one.
Yeah. My friend owns Pet World. Pet World donates a substantial size, portion of their store to supporting cats that are in need of adoption.
Kitty City.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. The amount of people that I have seen come in there and they look and they handle the merchandise and then they run right out the door and you know exactly what they're going to do.
They're
going to go online and buy it for cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Is that the great American way? Yes, it is. But when you're thinking about it, think a little bit extra because there's a person who has a wife and a child, a mother and a father, and they're supporting themselves off of this business. There are certain things that you just, big screen TVs, fine. Go to the big box store.
$50, $100, that's different.
Yeah.
To save
$5.
Yeah, to save $5 or less, I wouldn't do it. To me, it's just not worth. If I'm already there, I'll buy it. I'm not going to sit there and, deal with myself as far as I don't want to buy it $3 less online. Like I'm already here.
Oh, by the way, Pet World is in Natick, Massachusetts. It's right on Route 9, right across from the Natick Collection.
Oh, did I tell you?
No, it's the Natick Mall again.
It's back to the Natick Mall.
Not to get off topic, but this weekend I was at the in Natick, and we were at the what's the Burlington Coat Factory? They opened up this new wine store, It's like a super liquor store.
Yeah, Total
just
Wine.
Total liquor.
I read about that.
That's a new thing. Is wines? Everybody's into the big.
Well,
wines,
this
the
you'll
all
love
that.
this place. I mean, they got beer too.
Everything.
No kidding.
Cigars, beer,
25,000 square foot store.
I'm into beer. As a matter of fact,
liquor,
You're getting another
I
one.
need
You're
another
getting-
one. Yeah. Hold on.
wine,
But-
liquor.
They have a 25,000 square foot store of wine. Obviously, is a specialty, but of everything. It's a full liquor store, and they carry all the select IPAs and craft beers, Byron.
Oh yeah, big aisle of craft beers.
They have lots of craft beers.
And the prices were good. I bought a bottle of wine for $2.99.
Yeah.
I was like, shocked.
It's the only one in Massachusetts located there at the Cloverleaf Marketplace, and
Then I heard there was some lady, 88-year-old lady, ran over a guy and killed him.
yes.
Well, you see,
Same
that
weekend.
happens
I
a
missed
lot.
it by a day.
It's called panic throttle, and that does happen quite a... Excuse me one second.
Yeah,
Panic throttle?
Thank you, I need to
There's
hear
that beer, huh?
Hold on.
I'm
But
still shocked he said he eats pet
well,
food.
it's one of those things that people get scared. They go to probably slamming a brake, but they step on the gas pedal instead. It does happen.
88. Gotta take the keys away, pal.
I mean that always is another
Just
issue.
wait
When
till
do
you turn
when do you
88.
take the keys away from an old folks?
I don't
An
want to
old
drive
folks?
at 88. I don't want to drive now, and I'm 41.
When are you going to tell your father he can't drive anymore?
Pretty soon. Actually, my dad's a pretty good driver. He's 67, so
Yeah.
I'll give him another 10 years
Now,
maybe, and he's ready to
Mind
go.
you, on the site, we're going to
He'll
play...
probably take you off the road first.
Probably.
On the site, we're going to play Wicked Pissah Bites, and one of those bites is a phone call that was made to
My dad.
Frank Sr.
Oh, boy.
What a great call that was. I mean, I think you'll all enjoy it.
Yeah.
You'll hear it, and hopefully you'll...
Yep, it's Dad Prank, we called it. We will be playing that for you soon. We'll got to get the clip set up, and we will post that on our Facebook and Twitter pages. We are working on a website page through WordPress, blog type page, which we put a lot of that stuff on as well. So you got lots of great stuff that we've already been working on. Like I said, this is our first show. We've done some studio time, just kind of working on the equipment and the format and whatnot.
This is the first one that we're actually
the first one, and sorry if it's kind of long and overkill, but we are just working on the format and getting acquainted with each other on the microphone. But one more thing, Charlie Sheen, HIV for 4 years.
It was kind of an odd segue. It was kind of thump.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a bomb.
You were shocked? I wasn't shocked.
No, I'm not shocked that he has HIV, but that the problem I see is I see lawsuits coming out. I see lawsuits
on
plus
what?
Criminal charge.
How
He
much
still
more
had
money does he-
unprotected sex with a lot of prostitutes and other people. He infected people. He infected people with HIV and didn't tell anybody. And he says he's told some.
Well, all right.
He told people that he was intimate with, but I don't.
I'm willing to bet that
How do you
he
even know?
had them sign some sort of an agreement.
Well, not
Usually afterwards,
one of the,
typically before is one of those.
one of the reasons why he came out was because he was getting extorted by
Oh, it's $10,000 by one girl.
by prostitutes. Oh, he paid. I think he paid a million or
I
so.
think close to $10 million. I
Yeah,
think is what I
so,
heard.
It's he's got a lot of problems, I think, and we haven't heard the last of him. Kind of like Bill Cosby, it just keeps coming out, and
Hey, listen, Bill Cosby is a touchy subject with me. He was a comedian that I grew up with, and I used to go to the library, take out his albums, and I record his albums. I loved his stuff, and now listening to it, you can hear
it's funny
the weirdness that is Bill Cosby.
His early career that transitioned from
He's
kind of like
a drug pillar. He's a drug. He just like to
drug
put some
user, but,
he like to put some loofies in your drink.
Think about it though. He started the 60s, 70s. So that was the key time for drug use.
But you
was
also,
huge.
well, the big thing was, if you noticed, on a couple of his earlier albums, he was always talking about Spanish Fly. And that's one of those things that, kind of plied the women. And now you listen to this now and you're like, whoa, did he? Oh,
Not to
yes,
be
he did.
confused with Quaaludes, all right there, Frank? Because Wolf of
Quaaludes.
Wall Street over
Lemons.
there. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I think, again, it's got a lot of things that come out of that. But, unfortunately today we we are Wednesday, December 2nd. right?
Yes,
yeah, unfortunately, earlier this morning, about 11:15, they're at 11:15 California time, I think.
Yes.
The San Bernardino shooting at a center. You know more. What's the name of the place?
Oh God.
Center?
It is. I cleared all of those pages. Sorry about that. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. San Bernardino shooting, multiple deaths at the.
I saw at least another update had 12, at least 12 dead.
It was what was odd was it was at a at
clinic
a
type
location
facility.
that handles people with emotional disturbances. You've got.
I don't have any of those.
Right.
Okay.
So you get the place that had people autistic and other type of development disabilities. And
Sexual, any
they
sexual.
also did sexual education classes.
How'd I know?
So that was
How'd Rizzo know?
That was kind of a weird mix on that. But sad. I mean, like I said, at least a dozen dead, 20 plus shot.
Not right.
Several people were
they are-
reported killed and as many as 20
Wow.
were wounded.
And they're looking for 3 gunmen.
3 gunmen, right?
Yeah, they had 3 gunmen. Either they're still in the building or they got out. They're out hunting them. That's how I saw the headline. And that goes back to earlier, the Colorado shooting. Like I said, with Obama's stupid comment. It's just sad. But no, it doesn't only happen in this country. It happens globally. But according to our wonderful President Obama, it only happens here. So remember that. It only happens here. Rizzo, what do you got on your topics, buddy? I see you got a little list over there.
David Price. You seen the Red Sox sign him $217 million over 7 years, $31 million.
Not worth it.
No one's worth that kind of money. No one.
No.
No.
I mean, that's,
Well, the Sox have been kind of in the bag for a while.
well, they made a huge contract years back with Adrian Gonzalez. Right? They signed him to a big, hefty contract, and he played well.
Yeah.
But they
Traded him.
sold him off, traded him off to the Dodgers.
Dodgers. Did good with the Dodgers.
No,
Still
yeah.
doing good. Still with the Dodgers.
One of the best players out there, and they sent him off. Yet, they ended up getting stuck
But
with.
the thing is, they're going to spend another $100 million, I bet, and go get Johnny Cueto. And going to spend on 2 guys $300-something million.
What did they spend on Buckles? They
I
just
don't
signed some stupid something.
That's some big number.
He wasn't worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Again, talking about the Red Sox.
Patriots.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Patriots are on. I don't care, even though they got that loss out of the way. It's good. Get Gronk back in another week. Let him rest up, and I think they'll be back to business again.
What about your idol?
The
it.
referees, though.
They should give back the money that they made that
Some
night.
people look at that as just it's the Patriots fans complaining about. It's NFL wide.
Commentators are all over the Patriots. I mean, you know what? Patriots are on a bullseye map. They're on a target.
Yeah.
Patriots are on a target because they can't get beat.
Oh.
And people are starting to hate and hate.
The favorite thing is that basically is the fuck you tour, they're calling it.
That's it.
Brian Brady's fuck you tour. Byron's on
Put
a
it
fuck
this
you
way.
tour every day.
Every day.
Put it this way: if the Patriots and Brady don't pull this one out, it's a disappointing season.
Yep. What else you
everything
got,
going on.
buddy? I got
What else I got? We're in the elf on the shelf mode now.
What
Byron
is
does.
that? That is something.
Byron does the whore in a drawer.
Right. I do the husband on a plank. Husband on a plank.
Let me
for
tell you something. This elf on a shelf thing, this is, to me, I consider it outsourcing. Remember the day when Santa was able to watch everything? What is this elf on a shelf? This is outsourcing.
I think if I was a kid with an elf on the shelf, I think I'd try to eat it.
I
don't know what I would have done.
Well,
You probably would have.
Probably would have.
I have 2 of them.
2
I
elves?
I have 2 3-year-old twins. So boy and girl. So I have 2 elves on the shelf, and we do it exactly like you said, for outsourcing. Or like, because back in the day, Santa's watching.
Honey,
now,
you get up and do it.
Well,
Honey,
now
get
you
up
got
and do it.
something. You got something physical to put there. Hey, Santa is watching through Elf on a Shelf, or whatever name they might give him.
Somebody's watching.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what it is. It's somebody is watching. It's not just Daddy and Mommy said Santa from out behind his head. It's an actual physical item that's keep an
So
eye on.
apparently we need a stuffed animal or stuffed doll to.
And then, you
show
see
that
Shark
they're
Tank?
being watched.
They have
Yep.
a guy, Mensch on a Bench,
Mention the bench.
right? So it's
Is that for the
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah
version
Harry?
of
it.
Yeah.
Hanukkah Harry isn't being.
yeah. Well, Mensch on a Bench, Shelf on an Elf. There's
Been
all
trying to watch Shark Tank a lot. A lot of good stuff coming out of there. A lot of weird stuff coming out of there, though.
Yeah.
So Mark Cuban owns 72 businesses from Shark Tank. That's I don't know. How do you talk to 72 people? I don't talk to 72 people.
No, he
Well,
doesn't. He has
No, yeah.
other people to talk
If
to.
you watch the show as the show has progressed from the first season, they now have
A team?
they have a team of people that work for all the businesses. So
God.
those individual sharks. They talk a little bit, obviously, with the individual owners, but I think they have other managers behind the scenes that are doing the day-to-day operation of it.
Kevin O'Leary's my favorite.
Yeah.
He would be just like
Mr.
I'd be
Wonderful.
just like him.
What a douche!
I'd be
You
just
know?
like him.
And, he is.
It's all about the
I don't see
greenback.
him accepting many offers, though.
No.
No, because he shoves it up. He really
No, because
shoves up
you know
the
why?
wants the royalty
The
and
numbers,
everything.
as
I
he
think he
says,
wants the end.
the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, and he's only about numbers. He doesn't.
It's all numbers.
But what I don't like is though he doesn't seem to be an optimist.
No, he's
If there's no paper trail,
he don't like it. Done.
Doesn't want it.
He's
He
out.
Doesn't want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well,
But he's big on wine.
anything else, buddy?
Anything else? I'm trying to establish a new dating site. I'm working on a business on a new dating site. I got a couple other business things I'm working on. Trying to do some HR consulting. Trying to do some DJ work. If anyone needs a DJ Frankie, that's me.
Please only be
party.
Please only be located in central or eastern Massachusetts.
Yeah, don't be located in Connecticut because we don't come
or
that far.
northern Rhode Island. Yeah.
But I'm
Don't
really
drive far.
inexpensive. I will do a great job for you.
My brain is still skipping on his dating.
I come early, I leave late.
I can't imagine what he's looking to do with a dating website.
Yeah,
So-
what was that other website you had? That it was some professional social media site that ended up.
Let me
folding.
be frank.
No, way
Oh,
back.
Mazobi. I still got Mazobi. It's not
Mazobi.
full. No, it's a social goal-oriented website, and that's a part of my motivational speaking at Let Me Be Frank. So we're going to be pulling that into 2016 and coming out with a bang with that, too. All the kids out there, get ready because
long enough.
it's a good career. Well, hey, to get it right,
How long,
working
how, long you
part-time.
been, how long you been working on that
I'm
program?
with 3 other people for about 5 years.
Oh.
No? That's all right. Takes time,
it's
part-time.
simmering. It's
Yeah.
simmering.
Hey,
Well, it's a-
progress, brother. It's all
like-
about the progress.
Well, you said it was like a professional version of Facebook, basically.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is
You go on. You go on the website, and you
it-
find a mentor, and you
It's-
you find someone that'll help you see what career path you want to go.
It's kind of like LinkedIn and Facebook got married.
Put together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still don't understand either of them completely, but
One's
I get
business,
these
one's
people-
one's personal, one's business.
What do you got, man?
What else I got? I got nothing.
All right, Byron, what do you got?
I had a good time.
I'm still hopping on the $15 an hour for burger flippers.
Oh, bullshit.
I completely
Burger
agree.
flippers.
They can't get my order right. Hey, listen, there are people who are answering 911 in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. There are people who are making $12.50 an hour answering 911, and they are saving lives. They are responsible for sending first responders into extremely dangerous situations. And we've got people who believe that, working at a fast food restaurant is a career.
People argue it's not necessarily the career part they're arguing. It's the afford to make a living, but it's a part-time job. Whether it be fast food or retail, 80% of those
Any
employees
job.
are part-time.
Working the front counter at a McDonald's.
If you're doing
or-
$15, it should be across the board every job in the whole state, country, whatever. If you're going to do it, you don't do it just for fast food.
But that what will happen is what people don't realize. Everyone's arguing it for fast food, but what will happen is when minimum wage goes up, it's going to be for everybody.
Well, hey,
You know.
your
Well,
burgers
that's
and
the problem.
fries. Your burgers and fries are going to go from like $5 to $10.
No, what's going to happen is you're going to see these large corporations start to do what some of the smaller corporations are doing. Some of the smaller corporations. So what's that bread and soup company there? right?
Panera.
Panera. You walk into a
Good
Panera,
company, by the
you
way.
have one person working the counter, but you also, in some of the newer ones, you'll see these kiosks. You can go up
Right.
and just touch and
Very clean, personal
Well, right, but
friendly.
You can go
The kiosk.
and touch the
Yep.
kiosk. You touch your little, what you want for an order, and in 15
Self-service,
minutes,
yeah.
it comes right out. They're going to eliminate the work. Today's worker, and it's always been that way. Today's worker is going to eliminate the need.
I
for
noticed those at
themselves.
Applebee's too. They have them at Applebee's now, where you can order
a little
just right from
tablet
the
you can
table.
order up, yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. $15 an hour for minimum wage is ridiculous, and even people don't see it. It's going to trickle the economy all the way up. It's a trickle effect all the way up, and it's going to hurt because you're going to get, say, a mailroom clerk who used to make $12, $13 an hour, was happy for that, and now is making minimum $15 an hour. So it has to be across the board too, because if you have, say, a receptionist or office worker that's only making $13 or $14 an hour, but yet McDonald's across the street is paying $15 an hour, don't you think a receptionist is going to be kind of like, why am I here? I'm doing this much work. Whatever, somebody works in accounts payable or receivables, might not be making over $15 an hour. So now they're going to be compared to Burger King, McDonald's guys are making $15 an hour. Why am I not making it?
Right.
I have more talent than it does take flip burgers and put fries in. But you're going to tell me I can't do that? I mean, that's ridiculous. And I think because of that, so say that a girl working in the office get paid $14 an hour, and now 15 goes up 15. She's going to expect at least 15, obviously. But if that's minimum wage, she's not going to want to be at minimum wage. She's going to want $17, $18 an hour.
And it's going to get out of whack.
Yep. So
And then you see people closing restaurants down.
Right.
And
Not only that, but it's going to, like I said, trickle all the way up. So everyone's going to get bumped up. The cost of living goes up. No one saves anything.
It's a scaling effect.
Exactly. So, guys at McDonald's get paid $15 an hour. Hey, great. Now a gallon of milk, $6.
Right.
So
You'll be buying a cow next.
I already can't afford a gallon of milk. Are you kidding me?
$3-4 already.
Yeah. So then the people's rents will go up because the value
I
of the
don't
dollar,
want
the
rent to
value
go up
of the
at
dollar
all.
will dip. If everyone's got a lot of money, then the value of a dollar is going to dip.
Right.
So it's going to make up, and that's what people are not looking at.
You might have to do what my grandparents, they came from Italy to the U.S. We may have to go from the U.S. back to Italy or go to another country.
Well, yeah, but people are complaining because some restaurants, retailers are paying such a low minimum wage. You know what? It's a shame on the companies for paying piss poor wages, no doubt. But they shouldn't be forced to bump up the wage.
I don't see
Land
it
of
being a shame.
opportunity.
I don't see it as being a shame for the companies. The companies are there to make a profit. Okay. Now, the money, when you go to, here's an example. When you go to an online website and you say go to Walmart.com or something like that, you're going to buy something. What's the first thing you have to do? You have to enter in your location. Why? Because you're going to go into their pricing for that location. Each place pays a different amount. It costs a different amount. Up in the Northeast, we have some of the highest cost of living outside of California.
Yeah.
California, you have all the nuts who live out there, and they're paying
Obviously,
a
after today.
god-awful amount of money to live there. But you move down to Georgia, these people are not. Their rent is close to nothing. It's we're dealing with.
What did I see yesterday? That Massachusetts is the number one living state, ranked number one. That's what I saw.
What, the
Out of
highest
all,
cost
no,
of
no, no. As far as the 50 states
To live in?
to live in, it was rated the best.
It's one. No, well, it's not the best.
It
Let me
was
tell you
rated
something.
number one.
Well, I think it is, but I mean, I bet it's probably rated from people that moved from somewhere else to here.
Yeah. It's expensive to live in.
Yeah, but that whole minimum wage thing is ridiculous, and it's going to have a nasty effect all the way up. Companies are going to make their money regardless, and so maybe a burger's not going to go from $2 to $5, but they'll go up a little bit, and they are going to find ways to save money other ways. There will be maybe not jobs lost, but hours lost. So somebody is working 30 hours, only can work 20. Things of that nature.
Definitely going to hurt the business owner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a franchise owner right now in retail and food
No, not at all.
anything.
So what else you got, Byron? Anything else?
Well, just thinking about hoping that our listeners will like our first show.
Yeah.
We've got more to come, and what we need is your input. We want you to send us what you want to hear us talk about, what you want to hear our opinions are, and we hope that you'll send us your opinions so we can read them online. We're here for I mean, partially for us, but for the most part, you guys can listen and enjoy. Hopefully, we're fun.
Food. What are you thinking about right now? Food.
Food, tortilla chips that I'm going to finish off in about 2 seconds.
See?
Food. What are you thinking about?
I want a burger.
I could join you on that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So, hey, who's the hottest chick? Well,
Oh, definitely Gronk's girlfriend. Unbelievable.
What's her
Patriot cheerleader. I didn't even get her name. I just
didn't
saw
get
the
her name.
pictures.
I had the whole show to get.
I saw the pictures. That was enough for Rizzo.
I told
it
you
was plenty.
We want to tell our listeners what the name was.
Gronk out of. I don't know how Gronk can be a one-woman man. I don't know how he does it.
All right. Well, if you don't know who it is, we will post it on our page once we figure that out. We'll post a picture and her name. So, but I think that's it for now. Like Byron said, please let us know and be kind. This is our first. We're working tirelessly to continue to get it better.
We're trying.
Yeah. So
Merry Christmas from Rizzo.
I'm trying to play the outro, and it's not working.
You can. That's all right. Play the intro.
You
can hit us up
the
on
outro, nothing.
You can hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. Well, that's how we go. We jam it on the way out.
Loud and grow.
So, and what's our email address?
It's
wickedpissahshow at Gmail.
Gmail.
Wicked Pissah Show, right?
It's Wicked Pissah Show
at gmail.com.
I
Well,
have to look at that.
from Rizzo's family to yours,
but again,
have a Merry Christmas if we don't talk to you before then.
we'll be talking to you.
I hope we will be, but if we're not, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
But-
And I hope your whole holidays is really special.
Okay.
And so, see, Rizzo there, that's what Byron and I have to work off of. So we're trying our best. So, be
Patient.
please, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And remember, tune in. Hopefully we'll be able to hear you, what you want to say. But remember, live from Studio 6B in wonderful Metro West Massachusetts.
It's fucking Wicked Pissah.
It's Wicked Pissah.
Wicked
Show.
Pissah.